Disclaimer: this is for informational purposes only and is not financial advice. This channel filters crypto noise into clear signal. No hype, no bias, just what actually matters. Solana isn't dead. What you're seeing right now is a market phase most people have been trained to completely misunderstand. Because for the last few years, people have only been rewarded for one thing: movement. Fast movement, violent movement, constant stimulation. So when that disappears, people panic. They get bored. They get frustrated. And then they start saying things like, "It's over. The narrative is gone. This thing is dead." But that reaction, that's not analysis. That's conditioning. Because the version of Solana everyone remembers is the chaotic one. The one that rips 200% and then nukes 50% just as fast. The one driven by leverage, hype, and degenerate flow. That's what people got used to. Now look at what's actually happening. Price isn't collapsing. It's not breaking structure. It's not unwinding aggressively. It's doing nothing. And that nothing is exactly what people don't know how to interpret, because they think no movement equals no strength. But that's wrong. What you're actually seeing here is compression after excess, after aggressive cycles, after narrative-driven expansion, after leverage gets flushed. Markets don't go straight back up. They stabilize, they reset, they absorb. And that process, it's boring. But boring doesn't mean weak. In fact, if you've been around long enough, you know this is where behavior changes first, before price does. Because old Solana, in this exact environment, macro uncertainty, weak alt sentiment, declining activity, it wouldn't be flat, it would be down 30 to 50%, minimum. That's the key shift. Not what price is doing, but what it's not doing anymore. No violent unwinds, no panic cascades, no constant structural breakdown. That's not death, that's maturation. Now, does that mean it's about to explode? No. And this is where people make the second mistake. They flip from "it's dead" to "it's about to send." Same problem, different direction. Because not every phase is expansion. Some phases are preparation. And this is a preparation phase. You're seeing indicators resetting, volatility compressing, speculative flow cooling off. That's not bullish confirmation, but it is necessary groundwork. And this is where most people get it wrong, because they only know how to operate in expansion. They only feel confident when price is moving. They only believe in something once it's already working. So when the market goes quiet, they disengage. Or worse, they abandon positioning. And that's the real mistake. Because this phase doesn't reward reaction. It rewards understanding. Understanding that strength isn't always visible. Opportunity isn't always exciting. And positioning doesn't always feel good. Now zoom out. Nothing about Solana structurally right now says broken, invalid, or dead. What it says is resetting, stabilizing, waiting for conditions. And until conditions return, liquidity, attention, risk appetite, nothing meaningful happens. That's reality. But here's the part most people miss. These dead phases are exactly where future moves are built from. Not when everyone's excited, not when narratives are loud, not when everything is obvious, but here, when people are bored, when conviction fades, when attention disappears. That's where positioning matters most. Not chasing, not guessing, not forcing trades, positioning. And if you can't sit through this phase, you won't be there for the next one. Simple as that. So no, Solana isn't dead. People just don't understand what this phase is supposed to look like. And because of that, they keep misreading the market. Sniper take. This isn't a buy signal, it's not a breakout signal, and it's definitely not confirmation. It's a behavioural signal. The market is shifting from chaos to structure, and if that continues, the next move won't come from hype. It'll come from positioning that most people already gave up on.